of going natural, here are 5 tips to help you get started. Hello everyone, my name is Judith HA. In today's video, we'll be talking about how to transition from relaxed to natural hair. Transitioning from relaxed to natural hair can be sometimes frustrating if you don't have the right information, if you're not prepared for the process. There are 2 ways you can go from relaxed to natural hair. The first method is the big chop. The big chop is a process where you just cut off all your relaxed hair and you're starting all over again from scratch. While the second method is the mini chop, which is the transitioning process. You can actually go from relaxed to natural hair without having to scrape off all your hair and start all over again. Before we go into the tips, what is transitioning? Transitioning is the process of growing your new natural hair while still maintaining the ends of your chemically processed hair or your relaxed hair. That's just what transitioning is all about. You leave your relaxed hair, allow the new growth to come in. As the new growth is coming in, you are trimming off the chemically processed hair. Gradually, it can take a period of 1 year, it can take a period of 1 year and 6 months to finally get rid of the chemically processed hair. So you need to be prepared for the process. Transitioning tip number 1, you need to be intentional. You need to know what you want and go for it. You need to know how long you are transitioning. You need to know the method you're going to be using. Are you going to be trimming? Because in the process of transition, you will get discouraged because the process can be frustrating at times. You know, new hair is coming out and the chemically processed hair is still there. So managing your hair become a whole lot of work. Don't let people's opinion discourage you and you don't start thinking of going back to relaxed hair. You need to make up your mind. That's the first tip. Transitioning tip number 2, you need to stop chemically processing your hair. You need to stop the use of relaxers, hair dye, hair bleach, anything that has harsh chemicals. You need to put a stop to it. If possible, trash your relaxer, your hair dye, and any other chemical that you know will have a negative effect on your transitioning journey. Transitioning tip number 3, you need to deep condition your hair regularly. In fact, deep conditioning is a must if you are transitioning because at this stage, your hair is in a vulnerable state. You are carrying the relaxed hair and the new growth that is coming out, and there is a point of demarcation between the chemically processed hair and the natural hair that is just coming out. So if you're not deep conditioning your hair, you will experience a lot of breakage, most especially from that point of demarcation between the two. You experience dryness, you experience shedding of hair excessively. So you need to, in fact, at this stage, deep conditioning should be your friend. You should learn to deep condition at least bi-weekly. Your hair needs all the pampering it can get. Your hair at this stage needs all the tender, loving care. So don't deprive it of deep conditioning treatment. Deep conditioning at this stage is a must. It's not something that is optional. It's not something like, oh, if I feel like, no. Yes, you might be using a rinse-out conditioner or you might be using an instant conditioner, but that cannot be the work of a deep conditioner. A deep conditioner penetrates the hair strands. It infuses moisture into your hair strands and strengthens your hair. So, in fact, I always tell people, if you want to up your hair game, incorporate deep conditioning into your routine. Deep conditioning at this stage when you are transitioning is a must. It's not negotiable. Another thing you need to incorporate into your routine is protein treatment. Because your hair is chemically processed in the past, you've lost a lot of protein. So you need something that will strengthen your hair as well. As you're infusing moisture, you also need a strengthening treatment. That is where protein treatment comes in. Try to incorporate protein treatment into your routine at least once in a month. That's every 4 weeks. Make it a routine when you are transitioning. Incorporating protein and deep conditioning into your routine in this transitioning phase will help to minimize breakage. It will help to strengthen your hair. You will not be experiencing excessive dryness on your hair. You know, dry hair is susceptible to breakage. If you want to keep your hair moisturized and strengthened, at this stage, your hair needs all the pampering. Incorporate protein into your treatment. Incorporate a deep conditioning into your treatment. Deep conditioning at least bi-weekly, while the protein treatment once every month. Transitioning tip number 4, you need to stop the application of heat. At this point, you don't need anything that will weaken your cuticle layers anymore. So stop application of heat. Anything heat, keep it away. If you are trying to stretch your hair, there are other natural methods you can use to stretch your hair. Don't apply heat on your hair at all. If you watch the video to this extent and you've seen us subscribe, please hit the subscription button. And if you've gotten value so far, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Transitioning tip number 5, learn to trim your hair. Because at this stage, the new natural hair is coming out. The chemically processed hair is gradually going off. So as they're going off, you need to be trimming it. And you don't want to over trim it because you don't want your hair to be too low, except you just want to do the mini chop. Maybe you do your hair to some months and you just cut off the chemically processed hair completely and start all over. But if you don't want your hair to become too short, you want a situation whereby the thing will be going up gradually, then learn to trim your hair gradually. At least maybe every 6 weeks, 8 weeks is fair enough for trimming your hair, depending on how the new natural growth is coming out of your hair. There's a bonus tip: low manipulation. At this stage, you need to reduce the number of times you comb your hair. You need to reduce the number of times you touch your hair. In fact, this is the best time to put your hair on protective style. Putting it on protective style will make the journey easy for you and it not make it too frustrating. So always wear protective style, something that will still make you look sharp. Something that will still make you look beautiful, even while you're transitioning. Don't just leave your hair, especially when you have somewhere to go to and say, because I'm transitioning, let the whole world know I'm transitioning. No, girl, you can do better than that. You can still look beautiful, you can still look okay, even when you're transitioning. Put your hair in twist, put your hair in button knots, put your hair in braids. You can still look smart, even while transitioning. The truth is, you can still be natural while transitioning and you still be beautiful. Another thing I want to quickly point is when you are putting your hair on protective style, do not put your hair on protective style that will not help to keep your hair moisturized. Avoid extensions on this period, especially heavyweight extension. It can cause breakage to your hair. You know, when you're transitioning, people feel lazy. They just want to put their hair on something that the hair will be there for a period of time. They take it down and they make another hairstyle. No, put your hair in a hairstyle that will give you access to moisturize your hair, that will give you access to hydrate your hair, that will give you access to wash your hair as and when you deep condition your hair, apply your protein treatment. Just wear a hairstyle that you can easily maintain even while on protective style. Stay away from extension at this stage if you want to keep your hair moisturized, because you don't want to expose your hair to dryness. If your hair is on extension, it can take you 4 weeks and you've not moisturized your hair because it's on extension. But when you're wearing it natural, you can have a routine that helps keep your hair moisturized. So just, it's a sacrifice that you're making. Just that's why my first tip was being intentional. Just make up your mind, I want to make this sacrifice, and don't do anything that will cause more damage to the process for you. Just keep your hair natural, moisturize as at when due, do all your treatment as at when due. Within a period of 9 to 18 months, you discover that you're done with the process, your hair will become natural. So just be patient, be consistent with your treatment. Eat good food, drink enough water. You know, I don't joke with that. If you're thinking of transitioning or you're transitioning presently, let me know in the comment section. And if you're facing any form of challenges in your transitioning process, let me also know in the comment section. I'll be in the comment section waiting for you. If you got value from this video, kindly give me a thumbs up. This channel is all about hair care, cosmetic formulation. If that is what you're interested in, please hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching today's video. Do have a nice time. God bless you.